Did you know a word for root vegetable proves that the Americas went isolated from the rest of the world when Columbus arrived?
Welcome to One Word History, the history lesson where all you need to remember is a single word. This is the story of the word potato. This part of the story starts in Eastern Asia, in the fertile areas along the Yangtze River. Farming in China started around 7000 BCE, with millet and rice being the dominant crops. Around 6000 BCE, at least a group of the early Yangtze farmers migrated to the island of Formosa, which is today's Taiwan. Here, a unique culture and language developed, the Proto-Austronesians. After several thousand years, it was most likely population pressure that caused the first migrations to the nearby islands of Southeast Asia, of today's Philippines, Indonesia, and Malaysia. The next migrations happened almost instantaneously. Melanesia, which spans from New Guinea to Fiji, was reached shortly after. Micronesia followed around 200 BCE. By that time, the seafaring techniques of the Austronesian people were so advanced that long open sea crossings were no longer an issue. By 500 CE, Austronesians from Borneo reached as far as Madagascar on the African coast. In the east, another Austronesian group, the Maori, reached New Zealand. Others went further north and populated Tahiti, Hawaii. Finally, the Austronesians reached Easter Island, where they erected the famous stone statues. And then they reached South America. And the reason we know this is a single word: kumara. As you know from last episode, that was the Aymara word for sweet potato. When linguists started to compare different Austronesian languages and their word for sweet potato, they saw the similarities. Kumara on Easter Island in New Zealand, umara on Tahiti, umala on Tonga, and uala in Hawaiian. When they aligned this with paleobotanical data, the spread of the sweet potato and its Aymara word became obvious. Austronesian people reached South America at least a century before Columbus did.